Hello everyone. Good evening. Happy official fall. Happy Monday. How's everyone doing? Hi. So I thought I would come on real quick and do a little like Ascension update and do just collective cards real quick for everyone. Hello. I'm feeling some anxiety in the collective. I'm feeling some fear. I'm feeling some anger for a portion of the group, not everyone. So hello. I thought I would pop on and just check in, see how everyone was doing. So I don't know if you're all, while we wait a minute here, I don't know if you're a part of my newsletter group, but I did send out invitations yesterday via email for the meditation group. So it's going to be on 10/10, so the 10/10 portal at 6 p.m. Central. Hello everyone joining. So if you are interested in that and you're not on the email list, please send me a message because I would like to keep the groups kind of small, but if I need to, I can break it up into 2, but I wanted to see how many people were interested for the fall meditation class. So I wanted to talk about that here real quick. Hello. Before we get started. So the meditation class, I'm going to go over the meditation how-tos. So what to focus on, how to do it. I will do a guided channeled meditation for everyone in the group. And then you will do the meditation. And then I will tap in after to everyone individually. And so I added a little bit more to this group than the last group. So go ahead and check that out. If you would like to sign up again, just either email me or send me a message. So the energy. Okay, so here is what I'm getting. I feel like there is a part of the collective that's angry because you're a little unsure of what's going on. So there are, I know all of you are awake and you're all ahead of the curve, so congratulations. You're doing an awesome job. Keep going. Anyone who's listening to my messages now, you're definitely ahead of the game and it will serve you very well here shortly. So I'm feeling anger come up within people because they're confused. They feel things going on. They don't know what. I'm feeling anxiety coming up and confusion, and even those that are awake, even some of those in the actual truther movement, who have super big platforms right now, because they either, have been doing this for a while, or they've been, on social media for a while, or they've been focusing on more political stuff. So my focus here is strictly in the Ascension. It's in the energy. I do cover world events for anyone new watching this, but my focus is you as an individual. My focus is making you the best you and getting everyone through this phase. And then when we are through this phase, through the dismantling phase, my focus will be helping the collective on building new earth, because that's what we're going to need. We're going to need, everyone. So everyone who's been suppressed. So people like me. So, intuitives, psychic mediums, healers, anyone in natural medicine, anyone who's been suppressed before, anyone whose messages have been pushed down, anyone who was kind of pushed aside are going to be called to step up and be in the forefront of everything, because what's coming shortly here is a huge flip. So we've elevated consciousness as a collective, humanity as a whole, but what's going to happen soon here, I'm getting October, but October to November, it's going to be like a flip. So all of a sudden one day we are going to kind of wake up and it's going to be new. So I've been saying this for a while in my videos that October is a big month for different things, and we're shortly, October is Friday. So we are approaching it soon. That's going to be different or it's going to be new on all fronts for people. So it's going to be different financially. It's going to be different energetically, spiritually. So people like me who have not been able to come out, and, you know, our gifts have been very hidden, are going to be able to help humanity. We're going to be called to kind of be the guardians, the guides, you know, we're going to pave the way for this new earth. And so are the children. So they're still but because they're still young, it's going to take them a few years. So it's going to be everyone that I just said, you know, psychic mediums, healers, even astrologers, people in natural medicine, people moving from, you know, Western medicine to natural healing, all this, they're all going to be called to step up because of what humanity is going through and what you're about to go through, and they're going to need help. So expect that. Expect a big jump for people like me to be, you're going to see it everywhere with everyone. So anyone who is saying similar messages that you're listening to, we are all going to be kind of in the same place. So everyone, though, no matter what, even if you're not there yet, you are still going to have your own mission in New Earth. You are still going to have your own job. So we're just going to help in the transition, because humanity is going to be pretty confused. They're going to be shaken up, and they're not going to know what the heck just hit them. So I just want everyone to relax. I want everyone to realize that we're exactly where we're supposed to be, even though it may not seem like it. So what's important is to stop feeding yourself. I don't know who is still watching the news, but you really need to stop it. What's happening though is there are people even in the truther movement that they're being misled. So I don't know if there's new voices that kind of came out of nowhere and no one really knows who they are and they don't even know what their face is. But I'm getting that there's people that are particularly misleading people. So please use your discernment. My guides wanted me to say this today, to use your discernment and really go with what feels right, what feels accurate. So when you're listening to someone in any arena, so it's not just the spiritual, it can be politics, healthcare, anything. You know, it could be teachers, just anything. Doctors, when you feel, when you're listening to a message, what does it feel like to you? Do you just know in your gut that it's right? Even if your mind is trying to argue it or fight it, but you feel like there's something right about it. So you have to use your intuition. This time is teaching those who are awake to use their intuition. We're finalizing soul contracts. We're finalizing, you know, certain phases in our lives, those who are awake. So it's really staying patient in this last time here. So we've got over the next few weeks a big flip, and it's literally going to be one day, is what I was shown by my guides and told, that I'm going to wake up and it's going to be like a whole new world. And so I'm going to have a lot to do. So I'm going to continue to do this though on lives. I am going to be adding some new things though, so pay attention for that. But I always want to make sure I have a connection with you all. So make sure no matter what, you go and follow the newsletter. So it's free. You just go to the website, holisticlivingpractice.com, and you sign up at the bottom for Stay in Touch, because I want to make sure that no matter what is going on, I can always email something out to you all. So that way if social media goes down for some reason, but the internet is still up, I can email you all videos on what's going on. Okay, so please make sure you do that. I don't want to lose communication. So my YouTube, if you can go to that and sign up, I'm going to be doing more on that with other people. So I haven't been focusing too much on YouTube, but I'm going to moving forward for different lives and things. So it's Holistic Living, and then it's colon, and then it's, I believe it's called a Lemurian Starseed. So that's where I come from. That's where my soul originates. So I've been doing this for a while, and I agreed to come here to help during this Ascension process and New Earth. So that is how I channel. That is how I get information. I'm just connected straight up to source, and that is my star families, the Lemurians. So if you're unfamiliar and you're just curious, you can go look them up. There's others. There's Pleiadians. There's other ones. There's 4 main groups. There's a ton, but there's 4 main groups right now helping Earth, surrounding Earth as we speak. So there are plenty of star seeds like myself and light workers like some of you who are here to do what we're doing for the transition. So it's very important. The main message they wanted to get out was to use your discernment and follow your intuition. Don't let your head get ahead of you. Don't let your mind sink you down into fear. So do not lead with fear. So do not lead any thoughts with fear. I don't care if you're talking about finances, healthcare, whatever it is. You have to stand your ground. Your frequency going forward is going to lead everything. Frequency is going to lead in the financial field. So if your frequency is down here, it's going to be a bit of a struggle for you. So you have to make sure that your frequency is high, and or that you're continually working on it, because that means you're just raising it. So it's equally important. It's going to lead everything going forward. And like I said before, it's going to be like your superpower. That's really what you have to go on right now, is your intuition and your frequency. So that's why it's crucial to be in your own energy, some kind of form of solitude. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're constantly clearing your energy. I feel like a lot of you, other people's energy gets stuck, whether it's people you know or just outside energies. Because they're making me want to hiccup. So when I want to hiccup or I get like a irritated feeling here, it's because people's energy needs to be cleared. So I think sometimes people don't realize, and they think it's their energy, or they're trying to deflect and blame it on other people, but when it's really the energy in their field. So what's happening right now is you are having the last bit, everyone's having the last bit of their past life surfacing to release, for healing. So it's not just past lives, but you'll see it correlate with this one. So it's anything that's coming. Hi for everyone joining. Anything that is coming up for you, it's coming up for a reason. So you need to address it. You need to look at it in the eyes and say, okay, what is this? What am I meant to learn? What do I need to change? And simply let it go. But you have to make the change moving forward and then let it go. We don't want things sitting in our field. If we're walking around, we feel angry, overly stressed, anxious, frustrated, irritable, impatient. That's when you need to step away from everyone and everything and go within. So whether that means you need to go take a short walk by yourself, sit outside by yourself, go take a bath, where you're alone, clearing your energy, go to another room and shut the door for a few minutes. That's your body's way of telling you need to pull back. You need a minute to yourself. That's your body's way of telling you have too much energy in your field, too much around you. That's making you feel kind of icky. Okay. So pay attention to those feelings, and make sure going forward that you listen to your body, and make sure you're giving your physical body the attention. So if you go on my website under Learning Library, I do energy updates every week. So if you go there, I did one today. So I do it every Monday, and it lets you know what to focus on, what you can expect, what the energy is for the week, what the angels want you to know. So pay attention to that. So I'm just going to do a quick physical card read for what the collective needs to expect right now. So back to basics. So back to basics is, if you look at the card, it's food, water, sleep, and exercise. So they really want you to know that your physical self is really important right now. It's very, very important because of that flip coming. There's also higher vibrational energies coming in, and your physical body has never quite it's never had to handle this much before. So it's asking you to make sure you give it everything it needs. Exercise your vibes. So exercise your vibes means that you really need to make sure you're sharing this, you're talking about this, you're making spirituality a part of your everyday life, and you're following your intuition. So that's part of what exercise your vibes is. It's making sure you're using your discernment like we talked about, and your intuition. So the first one we got is the third chakra, which is Archangel Chamuel, which is the personal power card. So we talked about staying in your power, do not waver. Make sure you are not giving in to anyone. Some people, so you'll notice when you're not in your power, you're going to feel kind of sick. You're going to feel dizzy. You're going to get headaches. You might get a little nauseous. I feel super dizzy. So that's part of what, when you need to work on personal power and boundaries, that's part of what you might be feeling. So it starts to settle in physically. You get pain, random, pain places. Some people break out, rashes or just, anything. So make sure you're paying attention to your body and listening to it. Okay. It's really important to listen to your body right now, what it's telling you. But this is what's coming, guys. Door, do you see this? To personal healing and happiness. So the collective has so much abundance coming. And I mean that in every way. I mean a whole new financial system. I mean physical health. So your angels want you to know that we are not in any trouble that way. That's why natural medicine and healing is going to become so, it's going to be like the forefront. So anyone who's in Western medicine may want to think about moving over or incorporating that into their lives. Each area has its place. But going forward, it's going to be very, very different. There's going to be new healing methods that we don't realize exist, that do exist, and some coming that haven't been finalized yet. So it's healthcare, it's finances, it's everything, actually, that's going to be changing. The educational system, too. So that's why you're seeing everything bubble up. You are seeing this as a whole. The collective is being shown in every area, in every system, in every company, from every angle, who's working for the dark energies, who's controlled by darker energies, and who's controlled by light energies, right? So we want to make sure that we are aligning ourselves in all areas of life with the frequency we want to be at. So if you're working for a company you feel is not resonating, you feel like you're on a higher frequency and the company is just not where you want to be, that's something you need to look at and address. Because the universe, when you have a feeling about something and you picture something in your mind and you follow it with a feeling, the universe has no choice. It's the laws of attraction. It's how it works. They have no other choice then but to grant it to you. So that goes either way. So if you're vibrating at a lower fear frequency and you're constantly thinking about what you don't want, all the universe feels is what you're focusing on. So it's going to give you exactly what you don't want. So when I say manifesting out of fear, that's what I mean. So even though it's something you don't want, but it's something you're constantly obsessing on or focusing on, the universe is going to goes, oh, okay, well, this is what you want. This is what you keep thinking about, talking about. Here you go. So you have to really make sure you're focusing and feeling for what you do want. So if you're wanting to change careers, picture, you have to go within and figure out what that is, and then picture in your mind exactly what you want it to look like. Not necessarily how you're going to get there, but in the end, what you want it to look like, and then feel the feeling behind it, okay? So that's super important right now, but don't doubt it. Don't go, oh, yeah, that would be nice, but that'll never happen. Because then guess what? You just told the universe that's never going to happen, and then you're never going to get it. So you really need to feel the feeling of gratitude, joy, you can, peace, like you're relaxed, all that in the end. Don't worry about the how-tos. You'll be guided when you need to make like a physical change and take action. But it starts with the thought feelings, okay? And then the physical comes after. So that's for either way, good or not good. So, everything starts in the energy field you're putting out, everything. And then it comes into your physical after. So if you're born with something physical that you brought in from a past life, number one, or number two, it was a contract of yours that you decided on a soul level that is what you wanted to learn. So there's different things, but both can be reversed. So there's different things going on that people need to realize, but the main thing that they wanted to get across was that it was it manifests first in the energy and then in the physical. So right now the angels are asking you to let go. So let go of what is not aligned. I feel like a lot of you are struggling with letting go of either a job or a person. who's not, maybe a family member or someone close to you who's not aligned in your energy field, and neither one. So a career can also not be aligned with your energy field. You could be at a total different frequency than your career. Then you know it's time to make a change, because a lot of people will have to make career changes because a lot of them are starting to raise their frequencies above the 3D realm. And if your job is more of a 3D realm where it's 3D focused and it's very lower vibrational and you just don't feel right when you're there, then you know it's time to make a change, and the universe will support you for it. But again, it still comes into the thoughts and feelings, so that does play into it too. So you can't, just because you maybe decide to make a physical change, if your mind is not aligned with that, you're still only going to get what your mind is aligned with. Do you understand what I mean? So if anyone has any questions, you can go ahead and ask, or anyone curious about anything. I get a lot of anxious messages, so I thought it was time to pop on. And if anyone has a question about anything, I'll do a quick read on it. But I really want people to know that there's nothing to fear. So this is what we got. So when you align, this is what happens. So they want people to also be assertive and really focus on, like I just said, the thoughts and feelings. Really focus on the feelings so that the universe knows exactly what to give you. Do you know what I mean? So if you're back and forth, it doesn't know, and it's going to manifest out of the lower vibrations because you keep pulling yourself down into that field. So I hope that makes sense to everyone. But those were the messages I wanted to get across tonight. Gear up, I'm hearing. And I feel like a lot of, the collective is going to be, oh, I can't believe we just went through this, or it's going to be hard for them to fathom what's going on. So what's going on now is something we've never seen, and what's coming is something we've never seen, but it's in a good way. So you have to let go of any of the fear, any of the 3D patterns, because that's not what's coming. And I know that's hard, because as humans, we sit here and we say, okay, well, that's not possible because that's never happened, or X, Y, and Z. What has gone on before has been the world of the dark, okay? And so what's coming what's coming in and coming forward is the exact opposite. So therefore, everything is going to work differently. So this matrix has taught us to be reliant on others. Shouldn't we also be learning to be self-reliant moving into the new world? Yes, absolutely. So that's where your frequency comes in. So what's going to happen is people, we're going to have more of an exchange of services in the new world. So it's going to be, well, I'm focused on this, but you need this, and I need this, so let's switch. Or I'll do this over here if I can get this over here. So there's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be very community-based, individual communities. There's going to be totally new finances. It's going to be more physical-based than it is paper, okay? Because that's really no longer. I have to be really careful what I say on here. So I'm going to post this to Telegram and YouTube. So please make sure you find it. You can find my other platforms in the highlights. But I just want people to know that it's yes, you'll be able. Okay, good. I just wonder. Yes, you'll be able to. There's, if you need someone for healing, for natural medicine, you'll just know where to go in your community, and there will be a little bit of a need, or but it'll be more like an exchange, if that makes sense. Yes, you can't just go for a need, but it's going to be on a higher vibration. It's going to be from a loving vibration and a compassionate vibration. So that's really the difference. Is now it's a need, but it's not a need in a good way. It's a need of, you have to or else, but also the you have to isn't of the light. So that's what's going to be changing. So I just want people to know there's no need to worry. That is my biggest mission right now for my soul, is to help people understand what's been going on, what is going on, and then help them with what's coming. So again, congratulations to anyone watching this, because that means you're ahead of it. That means you'll be one step ahead of the rest of everyone else, and a couple steps ahead of some. So like I said, October is going to be a big month. So I'll be doing the tarot. I might be doing it a little bit differently this month, but I will look out for that. October, I always have been seeing this whole time, is a very big month for different reasons. So I'm going to look into the cards and see what they say. But I can tell you already what I see. So look for that towards the end of the week. Should be up by Friday the 1st. So if anyone has any other questions, I will try to answer. But I just wanted to say hi. I just wanted to pop on and check in. So I would suggest selenite sticks for everyone. I have these everywhere. I have towers, I have sticks, I have everything. Ooh, I don't know what happened. The light in here just went off. So I would suggest that for people. And I would suggest this dark one. So obsidian is good. Sorry for the light, guys. Obsidian is good. Tourmaline is good. And all of that is good for protecting your energy. So both of these are really good. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say, which was good timing since my light went out. I think it unplugged over here. Sorry, guys. So you're welcome. You're welcome. So I hope that this helps. I will be popping on to do some mini readings, and then I will be announcing some other stuff I'm doing. So go ahead and check out the Learning Library on the website. Sign up for the newsletter if you haven't. And then my meditation class, if you're interested, please either email me back from the invite or go ahead and send me a DM. So as always, I'm sending so much love and light. Hang in there. Keep your vibe high, okay? I'll talk to you soon.